We've all been there. Bloating, constipation, diarrhea. It's your gut trying to tell you that something isn't quite right, but often we're too embarrassed to talk about it. Well, we have suffered in silence for long enough. I am here to shout about it. We need to break the taboo and talk about poo. One way my gut plays pranks on me is farts. The trumps are all good and well if you're like on a loud commute or a really busy shopping street. That's fine, isn't it? You can pretend you've got your own invisible brass band down there and no one's any the wiser. But their worst is when you are in the zen, quiet calm of a yoga class. There you are, just trying to get into your vinyasa flow. The shame. I once did a fart so loud in a yoga class that the Alexa in the next room went off and automatically just started playing the shipping news. It's unrelated, but I actually go to a different gym now. My least favourite 1-star review from my gut health is constipation. And why does it always happen when you're on holiday? Just as you're about to spend a week trying to feel really confident hanging around in your swimwear the whole time. Instead, you're really bloated. So you feel like everyone else on the beach is looking at you, wondering whether or not to give you their sun lounger because they're all playing a really high-stakes game of pregnant or bred. And then when you do finally get to go, you end up sitting on the toilet for so long that you're worried that by the time you come out of there, you're going to have to get your greys done. And the actual job itself is so hard, isn't it? It's like trying to push an Action Man through a Cheerio. I'm a busy lady. If I've ordered something, I want it to show up on time. And then there's everyone's worst enemy, diarrhea. It even sounds like the name of a girl who bullied me at school. There is nothing worse than when you know it's all kicking off down there. Your forehead's prickling, you're sweating, there's no way you're gonna risk a fart. You even know that you're having to walk a bit funny. You are literally a ticking bomb. Why do they make it so hard to get into the toilets in coffee shops? You have to get a special code, you have to find a ring attached to a brick, and then you do get in there, and how are you going to lock the door in there? Lift the handle, is it? Fine. Then why are there 18 handles? I'm trying to have a poo, not win the crystal maze. My tummy once made a noise so loud on a work call, it was like, that one of my colleagues was like, excuse me, did somebody just open the door to an ancient castle? No, Sharon. I just had 2 kiwis though, and my gut's being quite vocal about that today. It's worse than farts, isn't it? Tummy noise, because you can't control it at all. You've got no way of holding it in. You find yourself talking to yourself like you're telling off a child. Shh! My tummy often makes a noise that sounds like a sad puppy. I don't know what's worse when you're out on a dinner date with your new crush, admitting that your gut is screaming from within you, or pretending you've got a really needy imaginary pet. My best friend texts me sometimes when she's had a really brilliant poo because she knows I'll be really happy for her. Not that it's always celebratory. Sometimes I have a look at my business and I think, that one looks like a squirrel has done it. Or worse, a horse. Once I had a look down there and I thought, oh, that one's got a face. There's no such thing as the perfect body, but thanks to the Bristol stool chart, we know there is such a thing as the perfect poop. It's meant to be soft, rounded, easy to do, it's meant to sink and not be too smelly. But you should know that poos look at that perfect poo in the same way that we look at Harry Styles. If you've got time for a quick look at this funny stuff while you're on the loo, then you've got time to have a quick look at your own production. Our gut health is so important. It affects us in every single way, even our mental well-being. So it is time to break the taboo, look at our poo and talk about it too. Forget the great garden bird watch. It's time for the great bathroom turd watch.